I've been teaching for 7 years. I've found that with education, we're so focused on making sure that kids understand in middle school and learn the information they need to learn so they could succeed in high school. In high school, how to become more college ready. In college, how to take their collegiate years and make the most out of it so that way they can succeed and excel in their career or future job. We take time to educate students on their finances, how to save, how to manage money, how to prepare for retirement even at such a young age. But we don't really take the time to educate them on their health and how to actually make more out of their life and to get more out of their life physically. I'm Miranda Killian. I've started the Healthy Heart program for 5th grade students at Butler Elementary School. Let me give you some backstory on Butler Elementary School. It's a Title I program, which means that most of the lunches at their school are free and reduced. Parents can't afford to send their kid to school with a lunch or to pay for their kid to have a school lunch. Families are strapped for money, but they still at the same time strive to give their kids the most that they possibly can. Before I continue on talking to you about my plan, I want to educate you a little bit on cardiovascular disease. 1 in every 4 deaths is due to cardiovascular disease in the United States. Main causes for cardiovascular disease are genetics, age, diet, exercise, and smoking. Out of those 5, 3 of them are preventable. Now, we can't necessarily alter our genetics and we can't change our age, but we can focus on our diet, exercise, and eliminate smoking to help increase our chances for living longer. Back in 2017, cardiovascular deaths accounted for 11.7 million years of life lost among Americans. That accounts for 13 years of life lost per person. Now, I don't know about you, but I couldn't live with myself if I knew that I robbed my child of 13 years of their life because I didn't take the time when they were at a young age to educate them on cardiovascular disease and how to eat healthy and be physically active to prevent it from happening. At a young age, kids need to know what makes them healthy. They need to understand how to read nutrition labels, what sugars are, how sodium affects their diet, how fat affects their diet. And they need to also understand how to be physically active and what counts as being physically active and different ways to engage in exercise. When it comes down to it, there are a few big barriers like cost and time. Like I said, Butler Elementary School is a Title I school. And it's hard for families to afford to put them in after-school program or clubs that'll give them the exercise and physical activity that they need. And then also, a lot of these families are working multiple jobs, have various schedules. So being able to transport their child from school to these after-school clubs is very difficult. With this program, we try to eliminate those barriers. We are running 3 days a week after school physical activity time. There, we want to educate kids on ways to stay physically active without necessarily playing a sport like baseball, basketball, soccer, football, those kind of activities that require equipment. We want to teach kids fun and different ways to play simple games like tag, so that way they can go home and educate their family and parents. And all they need to do is find the space at a park or an outdoor location, maybe even in their backyard, to just engage in this fun physical activity at home in such a simple way. We're also going to be offering free after-school nutrition classes to educate parents on how to eat healthier on a budget, how to read labels, and to see that foods they might think that are healthy that they're giving their kids for snacks really aren't so much. The program's current budget is pricing things at around $500 per student. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, especially when we take into consideration that the 5th graders at Butler Elementary School, there's only 125 of them. But as the program continues to roll out throughout other districts, there are a lot of heavier prices and heavier costs within the budget that we don't necessarily have to deal with once the program is in place and being implemented throughout other districts in the area. and hopefully eventually globally. When it comes down to it, we want to increase the awareness and knowledge on how to have and maintain a healthier heart and a healthier lifestyle, because our kids truly deserve the best. Thank you for your time.